Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Hawks' big issue. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. If you've been keeping track for the last 2.5 years, you know the dilemma that the Hawks have been having for quite a while. When you're looking at Trae Young, that's their star, that's their bread and butter, that's the guy that they tote everything from endorsements to ticket sales to stubs to season passes, pictures everywhere all over Atlanta. And he's the budding star. The only thing is, your budding star is under 6 foot. While he can shoot well, he can do all these great offensive things and give you 26 points per game, he's a liability on defense. So you did make that big trade a season ago with the San Antonio Spurs and gave up a lot of draft capital for DeJounte Murray. And DeJounte Murray is obviously the difference as far as height. He's about 6'8", 6'9". He's a lengthy point guard that literally needs the ball in his hand. So does Trae Young. So with the Atlanta Hawks right now, you have to ask yourself, where do the Hawks go right now? They've had a number of picks. They've had a number of great potential people that they passed on in the draft. And you see that they've gotten to the point where they had Luka, gave Luka to the Dallas Mavericks. And at this point, we stand where they're out of the playoffs yet again. Where they're in playoff territory when you're playing in a play-in, but you're not any factor as far as making the second round, third round, or even the NBA Finals. So we've seen Trae Young have some support in the back as far as making the Eastern Conference semifinals and things like that. We've seen where he's had great games against the Philadelphia 76ers. We've seen him have great games against different teams in the East Coast. But what really is Trae Young's value? Should the Atlanta Hawks try to run it back again with those same pieces and get the same result? I know that Trae Young missed considerable time with his pinky, and DeJounte had injuries, and you had certain people on the team that had issues. But at what point in time do we really start to look and see, should the Hawks trade Trae Young? Well, some people may say that sounds crazy because Trae Young is your offensive mantle, but you got to think, is he the most valuable piece you have in the cupboard? From the standpoint of being able to make trades, you want to be able to bring guys either all-stars or either top picks back to where it's going to be a value pick in the draft. You don't want to bring back the 28th pick or the 26th pick or the 20. You want lottery picks back. You want picks that these guys are actually going to want back. So this is the biggest question, in my humble opinion. I think they need to trade Trae Young, go ahead and unload a lot of these pieces, bring back pieces that are going to fit for DeJounte Murray. You have a guy that potentially is an all-star. I don't know if he's a superstar, but he has the flexibility range-wise to be one of the best in the NBA. He's still under contract, and you got to think, he wants out if Trae Young is still going to be there. Yes, they played in the summer league together. That's different when you're playing pickup ball. It's different. You're playing against non-NBA talent. Sometimes you're playing against NBA talent, but it's not the level that you'll play for all year long. So when it's all said and done, the Hawks should think about trading Trae Young. Get him out of there and see what you can do to get something in there and see what that's going to work well. So, you Atlanta Hawks fans, chime in. Do you think they should trade Trae, trade DeJounte, or keep Trae, or keep them both? Get your comments in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus, and see you in the very next episode.